Welcome back to this week's video. This one I'm going to talk about something maybe a little bit more personal. We're going to hit a little bit on confidence and just what I've done the past. Since my knee surgery, honestly, I became a way more confident person. And there's one major key that, you hear all these successful people talk about it all the freaking time, but until you actually do it, you're like, yeah, whatever, dude, you're full of shit. Like, you don't know. But why would we think that if they're super successful and telling you exactly what they did, that they don't know what they're talking about? I don't know, but I know I'm not the only person that does that. So I'm sure people are going to watch this video and go, bro, you don't know what you're talking about. Which, I don't have the backing that some of these other guys do. So think what you want. But what I've done since, my knee surgery, I had a really deep dive. If you haven't watched some of those videos, it got a little bit emotional because holy crap, man, like, just the mental way of not being able to do anything was tough. And so I really did some deep diving on what I want to do and how I want my life to be and what exactly, like I have the neighborhood I want to live in down to the street, and it's across the country in Florida, and I have it down to the street that I want to live on. So doing that deep dive, I would say that's step one is really look at yourself and look at your life and evaluate. Are you on the path you want to be on? Are you going to get what you want on the path that you are on? And if the answer is yes, then that's great, man. Like, kudos to you. But to me, I've always wanted to work for myself. I've always wanted my own business. I've always said, I want all these big things, and I've never been okay with being normal, being average, I guess you could say. And so doing that deep dive while I was down and out was one of the best things I've ever done for myself. And I really figured out what I want and ways to get it. And really, when you figure out what you want and you start that, this would be step number 2 for me. Start writing it down, right? I write down 10 goals every single morning. Start writing it down every single morning as if it's happened in a way, right? I kind of went one extreme of writing it as if it's an objective, which you don't want to do that because your brain doesn't want to do anything, right? We're wired to be lazy. I'm lazy too. I don't want to do anything. So you have to write it down as if it's already happened. But then I went the other extreme on that and just started writing it down of, oh, I have this, or I don't have it. So meet in the middle. What I've been doing is I would write it down like I earn $1 million by 1/1/2025, for example. Now that's not what I wrote down. That's just an example. But that would be writing it down like you already have it, but by that time you already have it. So your brain is going to start coming up with ways to get that thing. And I promise you, speaking from experience, and maybe I can get Bridger on here one of these times because him and I have been talking a lot. He's been doing a lot of this stuff as well. It's crazy. All these people talk about this too, that when you start taking action, shit just starts happening. Stuff just starts to come your way. And again, until you start doing it, you're like, yeah, whatever, man. Like, you can sit here and say that all you want, but really, like, just start doing it. One, take the deep dive, figure out what you want to do. But 2, start writing it down in a goal form every morning, every day. Maybe not every morning. I write it down every morning so that I'm living my day to get those things. If you want to write it down at night and maybe you dream about it, more power to you, right? But I write it down every morning so it's fresh in my mind as I live my day. Maybe try both, and whichever one works for you, then do that one. But I like doing it in the morning because one of the third things I do is I've started really thinking about death. And that sounds dark and scary, and it is a little bit scary, but I wake up every morning and think about, what if today's it? What if I don't have tomorrow? And as you start to live your life like that, you really start to accomplish a lot of things that maybe in the past you wouldn't be accomplishing because you're like, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow. Well, what if tomorrow doesn't come? Are you going to do it today now? So that would be the third thing I've done. And the fourth, and this is the biggest thing, and this is something 75 Hard. If you've never done 75 Hard, this is something that 75 Hard will help with. But if you do this, go into it as, rather than, oh, I'm going to try 75 Hard, say, I'm going to accomplish 75 Hard. Before you even start, I'm going to accomplish this And go into it with that mindset, because I promise you, if you do that, it's going to be a lot easier to accomplish it than, oh, I'm going to try this. If you're going to try it, you're going to fail. I'm just going to say that right now. Go into it to win. Don't go into it to try. But 75 Hard has helped with this a lot. If you tell yourself you're going to do something, do that thing. Do not negotiate with yourself. Do not make excuses for yourself. Do not say I'm too tired. Do not say I don't do that thing, or don't say you're going to do it. One of the two, but do not say you're going to do something and then not do it, because that in and of itself is going to destroy your confidence and destroy your mental well-being. We don't lie to anybody else, so why do we consistently lie to ourselves every single day? Honestly, probably all day long, on and off. So if you say you're going to do something, do that thing. If not for somebody else, do it for you, because that is going to be the number one thing that's going to build your confidence, the most important thing that's going to build your confidence. And I mean, this was a shorter video. It's a little bit of a rant, sorry, but I thought this would be an important thing to share. Again, I don't have the backing. I'm not this great, successful millionaire yet. I'm going to be, but I'm not yet. So, I mean, listen if you want, don't if you don't want to, but those are the things that I have been doing for the past, 6 months or so. And I can tell you right now, I am a way more confident person, because 6 months ago, there is no chance in hell I would be making a video telling you any of this stuff, because I wasn't confident enough to do it. So I wasn't confident enough to take the step I'm stepping in my life to get what I want and to live the life that I dream of. But I am now. So really start taking action and do those things. Try those things out. Try them out for 2 months. Try them out for a month. Let me know down below if it works for you. If you want more, subscribe, and I will see you guys next week.